Hello, I'm Andy Edwards, and we're about to talk with one of the elite racers in the wheelchair race in this Sunday's Virgin London Marathon, Tatyana McFadden from the USA. Tatyana, you're looking strong. You've come into this marathon scene from the sprints and middle distance. Do you think you can be a winner in London?
You know, I always set really high expectations for myself, and I never go into thinking a race I'm not going to win. I always go thinking to race I am going to win it. And I have had lots of preparations to prepare myself for the distance. And, you know, going back a little bit, I was never a distance runner. I was never a marathon runner. It was actually kind of a funny story how I got into marathon running. Coming into college, my coach said, everyone runs the Chicago Marathon. We go to school in Illinois. We got to represent Illinois. And so I was like, Adam, I don't think I can physically do a marathon. He's like, don't worry. I calculated it for you. It's about 489 100s. And I was like, that's a lot of 100s to count in my head.
It's a tough field as ever in London. Do you think, and you're still relatively new on the marathon scene, do you think you can add the Virgin London title to the New York title you won in November?
I hope so, because the first year that I ran Chicago in 2009, I won that one, and then I won New York last year, and so I'm hoping I can add this to my title, of course. It's a huge race. It's a huge race, and to have that title is going to be honoring, So I hope, and I've always strive for getting first, and I have high expectations of myself and goals to achieve, and just kind of like an attitude, a positive attitude, and a strong force going into this race.
You have an extraordinary story from a St. Petersburg orphanage, adopted by an American family, moving to Maryland, University of Illinois. Did you ever imagine in those, what must have been incredibly dark days, that you'd be an international athlete?
It's kind of like waking up from a dream, isn't it? Just kind of like pinch yourself, is this reality almost? And I think about my past, and I was born with spina bifida in St. Petersburg, Russia, and they left my back open for 21 days, and so my spine stuck out, and they said, we're not going to do any surgery on her for 21 days because they don't count me as a human being until 21 days later. So, it's almost like there's a purpose for me, to live and to make changes and to almost be here to do this. I'm proud of myself. I've gone through hardships and survival to get here. And so I think almost nothing really faces me. I've gone through all those hardships, and I know what pain feels like. And so I think that really helps me bring out almost a competition mode. And what I really love about competition is getting to know each culture. I think that's so important for me. And I love competition and the sportsmanship that's involved, and the new athletes that you meet, the new faces, people that you meet, and I think that's why I enjoy racing so much, and I wanted to try something a little bit different. I'm always setting high expectations, new expectations, kind of changing it up always.
Well, I think London's going to be a new experience for you. We wish you every success and further in your career. A great, great story. Thank you very much, Tatyana.
Thank you very much.